This is a big topic. I always say that most people, women in particular, do not know what love is. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah, you agree with what I'm saying. Okay. Why do you think that?
Because love is sacrifice.
Ooh, okay.
Love is not a fleeting emotion.
Oh my goodness. Okay, keep going.
I think a lot of people get it confused when they say, "Oh, I love you," but don't know that love comes with a type of commitment that you will lay your life down for somebody. The type of love that now I'm here to serve you. My servanthood is in my character, and this is how I show that I love you, because I will sacrifice my time. I will sacrifice certain things that, people would crave access for, but you don't even gotta worry about that, because I'm gonna make sure that it don't even have to cross your mind. I'm gonna make sure that it's my time and my presence are front and foremost for you. This is what I'm here to do. Because at the end of the day, I do believe that one thing that the devil hates the most is a type of covenant that is between you, your spouse, and God. And for me to withhold any of that love, that sacrifice, and that commitment back from my spouse, that's cheating both you and God.
I 1,000% agree. Listen, y'all better get in her DM, man. She a catch. Listen, I say it all the time. Women, when a woman says she loves you, real love is like the love you got for your mother, the love you got for your brother. Don't matter what they do, you gonna love them. They kill somebody, go to prison, you still gonna love them. Don't matter who they with, you want them to have the best person for them. But when it comes to a male and female relationship, she don't want you to be happy if it's not with her, even if it's somebody better than her.
And you see women go crazy.
That's
over
not
that.
love. That's jealousy. That's possession. That's why I say what women call love is not actually love. But you agree, and you put it real eloquently. Who raised you? Like you said, a pimp raised you too. That's crazy.
I will say my mother is like, man, she's the epitome of a God-fearing woman.
Yeah.
I 100% testify, and a lot of women are deprived of that kind of mother.
Yeah.
I praise God every day for a mother like her.
So why were you outside at 14 years old?
Protective order against one of my family members.
So you had to leave your house at 14 and you was just on your own?
Yeah, at first I went with another family member, and then they said that I couldn't be there anymore after the first semester of high school. And then I was house hopping ever since.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I think that's also where I learned how to leverage skill set for things that I need resources.
Yeah.
Instead of the easy way out, selling my body, selling, all of these things.
Right, that's the easy way out.
My biggest bargain was learning how to cook for people. Now, a lot of people, women didn't really want to, take me in and things like that. But when I was able to bargain with a man on, just letting me, get a room in the corner or a couch or something, I would say, okay, let me cook all your meals for you in exchange for rent. And I learned to cook my ass off. I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't want to be in the situation where a man was like, well, what do you do? Da, 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 da. And if he did, that's okay, because a lot of men did. Man, I got some crazy stories about them niggas.
Just
bro.
give us one.
All right, this man one time, right? I ended up, this was I think my freshman year of high school, and I ended up running away from my old house. Hopped out the window, whatever the case may be. And one of my photographers, I just started modeling back then. One of the photographers, barely knew him, whatever the case may be, was like, I got this place upstairs. I'm never home, da da da. So you could just chill up there. You just got to keep the house clean.
Oh, yeah.
I am just here because I know that you're a young woman.
Hey, them photographers, man, I know some photographers. Them photographers, man, be hitting everything.
They crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
And so I'm like, wow, do you expect anything? No. I'm just a good person. And then things started unraveling. I started thinking, I started seeing that this nigga was paying for pussy all the time. And he would just bring these girls over where them girls was disgusted by him. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
But then I seen that he had this big sex closet, right? So on some
50 Shades of Grey type.
That, but it was like a white version.
Yeah.
Like a white Middle Eastern version.
Yeah.
And
what do you have in there? Swing sets.
So he had a collection of, I don't even know if this is gonna be censored. He had a collection of dildos, but they were all black.
On some Diddy type.
And they were all like big. And he had like a machine that like he would attach them onto his bed, like had handcuffs on all four sides of the bed.
And he ain't even put that up when you would come in and see it.
No, he wanted me to find it. And it would be like, what? I didn't stay there for very long. Because
How long you stay there?
I stayed there for a few months before I found out everything. And then I found out there were a lot of girls who had cases against him.
Oh, wow.
That man changed his name, moved locations several times. Like these
How old were you?
Yeah, I think I was 16 at the time.
And he was 16. Oh,
I was 16.
Yeah, I'm sure he got a whole bunch of cases on him.
Yeah. And so I remember this one time, this is when it really clicked in my head before I found out everything. I was upstairs in my room and he was talking about this stripper coming and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Coming to live with him and whatever. I was like, okay, that's cool. And he was like, well, I'm going to get a stripper pole and stuff. I'm going to, get one. And, he was like, you're going to learn how to dance on it, right? And I'm like, what? Like, huh? I'm 16, mind you. And at the time, I wasn't thinking about my age, but like now, then I'm like looking back at it, I'm like, nigga, you wildin'.
These predators out there.
He was wildin'.
Listen, speaking of that, what do you think about the Diddy and Cassie case? What do you think about that whole situation?
So when it comes to mainstream media, I'm not exactly very educated on that. So I don't know if I could speak too much on that, but I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't know, niggas seem wild.
Okay, but what do you think? Like, as far as she was grown, she consented. Now she's saying it was manipulation. What do you think about that?
Oh, well, that can go both sides. I ain't gonna lie, cause yes, I know that men are shit, women are shit too.
Yeah,
it could go both ways. I don't know
this
if I
media trained answer. That's how you feel about it. Just
well, it's only because I don't follow any celebrities. I don't follow mainstream media or any of the news stuff. So I really don't know exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And I've never followed up on the story. Like a lot of people will look into it and stuff like that. I've only seen certain headlines, and you know how mainstream media is. They be spinning stuff like crazy. You don't know what's going on. Yeah.
You know how I feel about it?
How you feel?
I feel like if they're gonna say a woman was manipulated, right, then they should change the age of consent to an age where they feel like a woman can. Otherwise, what is it called when they like set you up? Coercion or that. So if she's of age and I can deal with her.
How old was she?
I think she was like 19.
Oh, okay.
But then 20 years later, y'all gonna come out and say I manipulated that poor young girl. Well, then make the age of consent less, because you said it was legal, right? You feel where I'm coming from? Not to say, I get it though. A woman who's 17, 18, 19 years old, you got a lot of money. It's gonna be very easy to manipulate that woman. But we gotta have some sort of law. You can't come back 20 years later if it was legal.
Yeah, 20 years later is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, and I don't know the details of the case anyway. I just find it a lot of women will do what they want to do, and then later, I have a lot of OnlyFans girls on here, and they always
victim,
they always come on here and talk about the man they had. Oh, I was only 18. He manipulated me. He loved by me. So if there's no type of responsibility, we just need to up the age of consent to 25, 30. That's how I feel about it.